What is going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new video. And today we're going to be breaking down why Slardar is the best offlaner of the current patch and pretty much one of the best heroes you can play to be climbing, as this hero is absolutely insane. His win rate is off the charts. It is at currently 57%, which is absolutely insane for a hero like Slardar. He was off meta for a really long time, but I'm kind of happy to see a hero like Slardar, as he doesn't get a lot of play time, and there's a lot of people that typically forgot about this hero, and it's definitely very strong right now, and I highly recommend it if you guys want to climb an MMR. Very strong hero, and I would be telling you guys what heroes Slardar typically performs best against and the heroes that you shouldn't be picking Slardar into unless you are very proficient at the hero and you understand your timings very well and you're just an overall very good Slardar player. Some of his best matchups are Anti-Mage, Spectre, Primal Beast, and Weaver. These heroes are currently pretty meta other than Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is kind of a hit or miss. You'll once in a while be able to see an Anti-Mage pick, but Weaver is very strong in the meta, and so is Spectre, and so is Primal Beast. These heroes are very easy to counter for Slardar. Spectre can be a little bit difficult in the late game, but the Slardar keeping up with farm with the Spectre can always pump out a lot of damage, and Spectre is the type of hero that doesn't want to lose so much armor because it's going to make him super squishy, and especially in a physical lineup when you're running with a physical carry as well with the Slardar. It's a very nice pairing, especially with Phantom Assassin, which is a very nice hero to pair with Slardar. It's a pretty old combination and it always works pretty well, even though Phantom Assassin is not in the best position right now in the current meta, but it could definitely be viable just off the back of the Slardar, as he is insanely strong right now and can definitely push tempo. Some of the heroes Slardar is typically bad up against his heroes like Terrorblade, Naga Siren, Brewmaster, and Tidehunter. Tidehunter obviously because he just reduces damage in an AoE. Terrorblade because not only does he have Sunder, he has insanely high armor, so you're not really going to affect him a whole lot. It can definitely turn against you, and meta is just very strong against Slardar, as he can definitely kite you and can slow you with his reflection. So it's definitely a very nice matchup if you're playing the Terrorblade. Could eventually get out of control if you don't keep up with farm, but overall Slardar does typically struggle against that matchup. And Naga Siren is just a really nice hero because you have the illusions, but early on with Slitherine Crush, when you max it, it's going to be so nice against illusion heroes, and it becomes a really big problem, and that is why Slardar is currently really strong. You can just bash people into oblivion with Slitherine Crush, and you're super fast, which you've always been fast, but the fact that you're able to play this 1-4-1 skill build is definitely new for Slardar, as you would never max Slitherine Crush. It was really never a thing, but now it definitely is, and it is the strongest way to play Slardar currently. The max Slitherine Crush, you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to be bashing people into oblivion and doing a heck of a lot of damage with this hero. The current item build that I feel like is the strongest, you can go for either Phase Boots or Power Treads. It depends. If you want to go for a right click build, you always go for the Power Treads, but if you want to be that blink initiator and be a lot faster, then Phase Boots is your go-to. And also if you're struggling against a physical lineup and you want to tank up a little bit with armor, Phase Boots is always a really nice go-to. Then you always go for the Echo Saber, the Blink, then you get yourself a Shard. You can go for a BKB or an AC depending on what you need. If you're facing a physical lineup, you go for the Assault Cuirass. If you're facing a lot of magic damage or things that can stop you from blink and stunning, then you definitely go for the BKB, which is always going to be a very nice help, and it's going to make you insanely strong on this hero. AC is just a very nice option, but it definitely is very greedy. If you can get it to pay off, then you can definitely make that work. It's always going to be a nice item build on the Slardar. Then you're going to follow that up with upgrading to Harpoon, and the last item you're going to be getting on Slardar is the Moon Shard. That is going to put you over the edge. Obviously that is for the late game, but you are just going to be bashing people left, right, and center. They're not going to be able to get out. It's just going to be insta bashing constantly, and if you have BKB, there's really nothing the enemy team can do. I've seen Slardars turning games that they definitely shouldn't because of how broken this hero is right now and how people are abusing this hero, and the movement speed and the amount of tempo this hero can push. And he's no slob at farming. When you have max Slitherine Crush and max Sprint, you can run around the map super quickly, especially if you're taking the river. It's always going to be nice if you're going that way, and you can just sit there and farm. Slardar is kind of a lane dominator, so he wants to stay in lane as long as possible. Obviously, if you can rotate and get some free pickoffs, you can definitely do that, but it's also nice if you win your lane and you're able to stay in lane and get your Echo Saber at a really nice timing. It's going to push your power spike much quicker, and then you can get your Blink Dagger at a much quicker pace, and then you can really start pushing tempo on this hero, and you can easily take towers on Slardar as you can cut the creep waves easily. You have that nice AoE damage from Slitherine Crush. It's just a very nice offlaner right now, and I definitely think it's the strongest offlaner, at least by win rate. He definitely is, and the way he plays, he's not really countered by meta heroes right now, as the heroes that are good up against Slardar are not meta right now. So this hero is definitely running loose around your pubs. You guys have probably seen Slardar's turning games and just bashing you into oblivion, and there's really not much you can do to it. You can buy a blade mill, you can buy a ghost scepter, but I think the Slardar will just get on top of you and absolutely crush you. I think the best way to deal with this hero right now is practically to ban it. You can definitely play a Terrorblade lineup and focus the Slardar a lot more, and maybe play with a Venomancer to stop him from blinking, but Veno is just such a bad hero in the current meta. But it used to be nice for a lot of players to be playing Veno and playing Viper, but even Viper isn't a good hero against Slardar right now, as how much damage this hero is able to do in such a fast pace. He could definitely push tempo a lot faster than these typical lane dominators like Necro or Viper or Huskar. These heroes are definitely struggling a lot against Slardar, so I would definitely recommend you guys to pick this hero if you want to climb an MMR. He is insanely strong right now, and practically everybody is playing this hero from the off lane. It's definitely the main position. I've also seen some carry Slardar, which isn't the greatest thing out there, but it's definitely nice into a good Slardar game. You could definitely make that work, and then you can actually get the Moon Shard a lot faster, and then you're going to be doing a lot of damage, and you don't really need that much time for farming. Definitely let me know in the comment section below if you guys think Slardar is the best offlaner in the current meta. I definitely think he is. He's absolutely broken and should probably get a nerf for the next patch so we can get another offlaner to reign supreme. If you guys learned something, a like would be much appreciated. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about Slardar. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.